I want to share with you one of my favorite parables. It's short, simple, and reminds me that there's no sense in waiting for tomorrow to be happy, when often we can instead choose to be happy today. The story goes like this. A wealthy businessman goes on vacation to a small coastal village. While he's there, he notices a fisherman bringing in his catch for the day, early in the morning, while many fishing boats are still headed out to sea. The man has just a handful of fish, enough to feed dinner to his family and some neighbors. Always thinking with ambition, the businessman can't help himself. He sees the fisherman with his small catch and asks him, "Why don't you stay out longer? Why not catch more fish?" The fisherman shrugs. "I've caught enough. Each morning, I fish a couple of hours, and then I go home. I play with my kids, I watch football, I drink a beer, I play guitar at night and dance with my friends. That's what I do, every day." The businessman hears this and laughs. "But you could have so much more. You know that if you caught more fish, you could sell all the extra that you don't need." Confused, the fisherman asks, "Why would I catch more fish to sell? What would I do with the money?" The businessman goes on, "Well, first, you could save up to buy a boat with a net. Then, you'd be able to catch loads more fish than you do now, enough that eventually you could buy other boats, and eventually hire other men." The fisherman asks, "But why would I want to own all of these boats and employ other men?" "Because, you see, eventually, you'd be able to open your own market. You could then expand, grow, become rich, and one day retire," answers the businessman. The fisherman tilts his head. "And after I retire, what would I do?" The businessman grins. "Well, anything you want. You could fish for just a couple of hours in the morning, go home to your family, watch football, drink beer, play music, and dance with your friends at night." This story's funny, but also piercing. It forces us to see something about ourselves. How often do we get caught up in the businessman's mindset? Always delaying joy. Always telling ourselves, once I finish this project, then I'll rest. Once I get that promotion, then I'll spend more time with my family. Once I save enough money, then I'll be able to enjoy my days. We build these ladders in our minds, each rung a promise of happiness that's just a little further away. But if we're not careful, we can climb these self-imposed ladders forever, often postponing the very same life that we are chasing. What strikes me most about the fisherman in this story is his clarity. He knows what's enough. He already knows what makes him happy, and he's not embarrassed to say it out loud. He's not chasing someone else's definition of success. Also, I don't think the businessman's vision's wrong. It's just misplaced. Growth, ambition, achievement, these aren't always bad things. But if they blind us to the joy that's already here, then surely we've missed the point. Sometimes I think about my own fisherman life. The little moments I tell myself I'll enjoy more later. Sitting still by a lake, taking an extra trip to visit friends or family, setting aside time to have a meal with someone I love, reading an entire book in one sitting on a weekend morning instead of getting caught up in household chores and errands. These shouldn't be rewards that I have to earn someday. They should be things that I prioritize now. Happiness isn't something we always have to defer. It isn't hidden in a future we have to fight our way toward. It's in the ordinary pieces of our day, if we give ourselves permission to call those things enough. Whenever I reflect on this story of the fisherman and the businessman, the question I leave myself with, and that you should ask yourself too, is, What would it mean to stop chasing the someday version of your life? And what pieces of it are already here?